Once upon a time, in a vast forest, there existed a magnificent deer who was revered as the leader of a grand herd. This extraordinary deer had two sons, Beauty and Gray, each possessing their own distinct qualities. Beauty was small in stature but had a towering presence, with bright, alert eyes and a coat of smooth reddish fur. Gray, on the other hand, had a gray-colored coat, a slender frame, and stood tall alongside his brother. As time passed, the two sons grew into adulthood, and their father, burdened by old age, decided it was time to pass on the mantle of leadership. With a touch of melancholy in his voice, the aging leader called Beauty and Gray before him. He expressed his inability to tend to the needs of the vast herd and requested that his sons take up the responsibility of guiding and protecting the deer. The herd would be divided equally, with each son leading 500 deer. In the region where they resided, the arrival of the harvest season brought with it great danger for the deer. The towering rice crops tempted the deer, and their insatiable appetite led them into the treacherous farmlands. The humans, aware of this behavior, set traps and devised ways to capture and harm the unsuspecting deer. Understanding the imminent peril, the wise old deer called upon his sons and offered them invaluable advice. He urged them to lead their herds to the safety of the mountain forests, far away from the dangerous farmlands. This had always been the tried and tested method of protecting the deer from harm. Since he was too old and weak for the journey, the elderly leader would remain hidden, offering his sons his wisdom and guidance. Responding to their father's counsel, Beauty led his entrusted herd toward the secure haven of the mountain forests. He understood the gravity of the situation and proceeded with caution, avoiding human settlements and the traps that lay in wait. Gray, on the other hand, disregarded his father's wise advice and rushed headlong toward the lush mountain forests. He moved his herd relentlessly, even during the day, making it easy for the hunters to target them. Many of Gray's deer were killed or gravely wounded, succumbing to a painful fate. In stark contrast, Beauty demonstrated his wisdom and leadership. He understood the need to steer clear of danger, avoiding the villages and moving only under the cover of night. He led his herd on a wide arc around the settlements, ensuring their safety at every step. As a result, Beauty's herd arrived in the mountain forests unharmed, with no casualties or injuries to mourn. Time passed, and the two herds reunited within the serene sanctuary of the mountain forests. They found solace amidst the lush foliage, patiently awaiting the end of the harvest season. When the time came to return to the farmland, Gray failed to learn from his previous experience. Driven by impatience, he disregarded caution and hurried his herd toward the warmer lowlands. Once again, the humans laid in wait, attacking and slaughtering the unsuspecting deer. Tragically, Gray's entire herd met their demise, leaving him as the sole survivor. Meanwhile, Beauty remained steadfast in his determination to protect his herd. With the same meticulous care as before, he guided his followers, aware of the dangers that awaited them. Despite the encroaching cold, Beauty proceeded with caution, ensuring the safety of his herd. As they returned to the farmland, Beauty's leadership proved victorious. Not a single member of his herd fell prey to the hunters or suffered grievous wounds. The once vast herd, now diminished in numbers, remained intact and unscathed, a testament to Beauty's exceptional guidance. From a distance, the wise old chief watched the deer returning to the farmland, their hooves treading softly on the fertile soil. His heart swelled with pride and admiration as he witnessed Beauty, his son, successfully guiding the herd with unwavering devotion and steadfast determination. Despite the challenges they faced, Beauty had proven himself to be a worthy successor, displaying leadership qualities that surpassed even the highest expectations. With a voice filled with a mixture of joy and sorrow, the old chief turned to the younger deer who had failed to heed his wise advice. "Look," he spoke softly, his words carrying the weight of wisdom. "Observe the deer returning to us. Beauty leads his followers with unwavering loyalty, while Gray, burdened with the weight of regret, limps back alone, his once abundant herd reduced to nothing. Those who choose to follow a wise leader, one possessing noble qualities, will always find themselves shielded from harm. Yet those who naively trail behind a foolish leader, one who carelessly considers only his own desires, shall inevitably encounter troubles that lead to their own destruction. The old chief's words resonated deeply within the hearts of those who stood witness to the triumphant return of beauty's herd. They carried the weight of lessons learned through hardship and loss. Days turned into years, and the old deer eventually succumbed to the cycle of life, leaving behind a legacy of wisdom and compassion. Beauty, having proven himself as a worthy successor, ascended to the position of chief, leading the herd with grace and integrity. Under his guidance, the deer flourished, fostering a harmonious coexistence with the surrounding world. Beauty's long life was filled with love and admiration from all who shared the land. His leadership remained a shining example, serving as a reminder to those who crossed his path that they possessed the power to be both beauty and gray, embracing their inner qualities and choosing the voice of wisdom over heedlessness. For in the tapestry of life, the ultimate truth reveals itself. We are all a blend of darkness and light, capable of making choices that shape our destiny. The path we follow, whether guided by selfishness or benevolence, determines not only our own fate, but also the well-being of our families, friends, and communities. The power rests within each of us to choose between the voices that reside within our hearts and minds. The voice of gray, driven by fear and self-interest, or the voice of beauty, courageous and mindful of the collective good. And so, the story of Beauty and Gray, the extraordinary deer and his foolish brother, became woven into the fabric of the forest, reminding all who heard it of the profound impact of leadership and the choices we make. As generations passed, the tale of Beauty's exceptional guidance and Gray's tragic downfall continued to inspire the deer who roamed the land, urging them to embrace their inner beauty and strive for nobility in their actions. In the end, the deer came to understand that they carried within them the potential to be wise leaders, protectors of their kind, and guardians of the delicate balance between nature and mankind. They vowed to pass down the tale of Beauty and Gray to their offspring, so that the lessons of courage, wisdom, and selflessness would forever echo through the generations, ensuring the survival and prosperity of their grand herd for years to come. From a distance, the wise old chief watched the deer returning. This is Wonderful Words of Life Motivation. Thanks for watching.